On the world news tonight, Governor Fubara hails tribunal judgment upholding his election victory. President Tinubu writes Senate seeks confirmation of 3 ministerial nominees. Plus, Senate bars first-time senators from running for Senate President deputy. A very good evening and a warm welcome to the RSTV World News. I am Akilachi Kije. Do you love and care about Rivers State and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must all accomplish. And now the news in detail. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara says the tribunal judgment upholding his election victory is the beginning of a confirmation of the trust that Rivers people have expressed in him. Governor Fubara made the assertion at a brief Thanksgiving service to celebrate the tribunal judgment, which held at the Chapel of Everlasting Grace, Government House, Port Harcourt. Tamuna Barabi Bulubo has the rest of the report.
The Thanksgiving service was attended by some members of the Rivers State Executive Council, political leaders, and a cross-section of Rivers people. Governor Fubara said he owes everything to God, who has continued to provide direction and guidance to him and his administration. It is only by God, he asserted, that his emergence as governor was possible at the polls, which has now been affirmed by the tribunal. Governor Fubara particularly thanked the immediate past governor of Rivers State and Minister of Federal Capital Territory FCT Chief Nyesom Ezenwawike for his role in his governorship bid and as through the stages of the legal battle. He also thanked the Rivers people for their support and urged them to remain patient because his administration will unfailingly deliver to them good governance that will make their life better.
Thank you to God our Father, His Son, and thank you to the Holy Spirit that directs and guides us. To also say, to appreciate my principal who has stood behind me and has created this opportunity with the help of every one of you here to say a big thank you, because if it doesn't mean and matter to him, he won't sit in the court from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So it means it is important to him. So I want to thank every one of you for your support and to assure you we will not disappoint you. With your support, I strongly believe that we will get there. I just want every one of you to be patient.
Preaching at the service, the chaplain of Government House Chapel of Everlasting Grace, Reverend Barasin Ogan, who commended Governor Fubara for showing gratitude to God for his triumph, urged him to uphold justice, show mercy, and walk humbly with God. Tamuna Barabi Iblubo, RSTV News.
Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has restated the readiness of his administration to partner security agencies to ensure a crime-free state. He made the remarks at the formal inauguration of the Rivers Zero Crime Initiative. Nnamdi Olimini now reports.
Represented by the Deputy Governor, Professor Ngozi Odo, Governor Fubara commended the Commissioner of Police, Moyi Emeka, for the initiative designed to reduce crime to the barest minimum in the state. He urged the people and residents of the state to see the Rivers Zero Crime Initiative as a responsibility of everyone to achieve a secured and safer society. According to him, when implemented, the state would be conducive for investment and businesses to thrive, while the people will sleep with their 2 eyes closed.
The issue of zero crime should be a collective one. So today we know that he has assured us, and sir, I believe that confidentiality is a key word, because sometimes people want to tell that they are scared of the outcome. I want to believe that the Commissioner has assured us of confidentiality. So let all of us tell a good story about what is happening. Let all of us come together and be together and change
Rivers State Commissioner of Police Nwoye Emeka expressed appreciation to Governor Fubara for his key role in the success of the program and assured that the mantra, "Police is your friend," still subsists. He said the aim of the initiative is to promote collaboration between the police and the public to check crime and urge residents to say something if they see something. According to him, information given to the police by members of the public will be treated with utmost secrecy and express optimism that the Rivers Zero Crime Initiative will fight crime to a standstill and make the state safe for everyone.
Rivers Zero Crime Initiative is a medium of building the confidence and public trust between the police and the society. No matter how far you are from the police, the mantra that says police is your friend still subsists.
In a keynote address, Vice Chancellor of Rivers State University, Professor Nlerum Okobule, represented by Professor Victor Kojoro, also commended the State Police Command and other partners for the initiative and assured them of unflinching support. There were panel discussions on several issues including Nigeria's security and social development, the role of citizens, and community policing in this dispensation. Nnamdi Olimini, RSTV News.
President Bola Tinubu has sent names of 3 additional ministerial nominees to the Senate for approval. The nominees are Dr. Jamila Bio, Balarabe Abbas, and Ayodele Olawale Olawande. The special advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Ajurin Galali, who disclosed this in a statement, said in September, Tinubu had nominated Ibrahim to serve as the Minister of Youth, pending her confirmation by the Senate. He also appointed Olawande to serve as the Minister of State for Youth. The statement described Ibrahim as a young medical doctor who recently served as the President of the Progressive Young Women Forum. In the same vein, Senate has amended its standing order to effectively stop first-term senators from vying for the position of Senate President and Deputy Senate President. This move by the Senate came a few months after Senator Abdulaziz Yari, a first-time senator who had in the House of Representatives against Senator Godswill Akpabio for the position of Senator. With a new amendment to the standing orders of the first-term senators are now those qualified or eligible for the position of presiding officers of the Red Chambers. Rule 3, subsection 2, 1 to 3. Senate standing orders followed a motion by Senate leader, Senator Okpeyemi Bamidele Ekiti Central, titled Amendment of the Standing Orders of the Senate 09 of the Senate 2022. Rule 3 of the Senate now wishing to contest for the position President and Deputy Senate President must spend a minimum of 1 term. The Senate also amended an additional 9 standing committees. Presently has 70. The Senate Committee on Gas, led by Senator Jarigbe, has urged President Bola Tinubu to expeditiously present a 2023 supplementary budget to the National Assembly to kickstart his compressed natural gas project. This request comes barely 48 hours after Tinubu announced measures to cushion the pains of fuel subsidy removal on Nigerians. The lawmakers insisted that the law frowns on extra budgetary spending. The committee chairman, who commended Tinubu for the CNG initiative, however, warned that it will be legal to spend taxpayers' money or money without approval by the National Assembly and other projects in the gas value chain, which is cheaper than the use of fossil fuel. The senators also advised against extra budgetary expenditure through Ways and Means, saying the legislature was ready to support and bring succor to the people. Do you love and care about River State and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must all accomplish. Now time for a short break on RSTV World News, but still to come. Bed bug panic sweeps Paris as infestations soar before 2024 Olympics. Details of this and more when we return. Do stay.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day. No matter when I show you, you show me love. You show me. No matter when I show you, you show me love.
Now, new flavors.
You show love.
Rains are here, and the River State government is advising residents of the 12 local government areas in the state captured in the seasonal climate prediction by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency NIMET as places likely to suffer flooding to take precautions. Expected more than normal rainfall could happen anytime. Therefore, residents of Abua Odwal, Ahoda East, Ahoda West, Akukutoro, Andoni, Emoha, Ikwere, Ogbaibimandoni, Okrika, Oyibo, and Opobunkoro local government areas are hereby advised individually and collectively to begin the cleaning of their environment. They should open up and clean their gutters to enable normal flow of water. Be prepared to move to higher flowing various avoid loss of property. The state government is also calling on all flood management committees in those local governments to immediately mount surveillance to watch out and notice any overflow of water over riverbanks. They should assess the magnitude of such overflowing water, provide accurate information that will sensitize the people adequately on what to do, while also working with council chairmen, traditional rulers, and all opinion leaders in order to strengthen the response capabilities of communities. Such committees should work out modalities that will cushion the effect of the flood disaster on residents. The unprecedented flood disaster in 2022 had served as an eye-opener. Thus, the state government is taking proactive steps and intensifying interagency collaboration that will forestall any negative impact.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day. No matter when I show you, you show me love. You show me. No matter when I show you, you show me love.
Now, new flavors.
God Power Ministries OPM Worldwide presents Dr. Jesus Night with Coconut. It's a night where power is released. It's a night of solution. It's a night when God answers all your troubling questions. It's a night of great financial restoration. It's a night of total healing. It's a night to enjoy the benefits of serving God. Date
Friday 29 September 2023.
Time 8 p.m. till dawn. It's a night vigil.
And Sunday 1st October 2023.
Time come before 8 a.m. in the morning. Venue OPM Dr. Jesus City, Mbodo Alo, River State, Nigeria. Directions: as soon as you get to Rumokoro Junction, ask any taxi you're going to OPM new site at Alo called Dr. Jesus City. OPM Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
This is RSTV World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. RSTV Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
You're welcome back. The House of Representatives has urged political class in the country to be more focused and united to build a better Nigeria. This followed a motion raised during plenary by the House Majority Leader, Honorable Julius Iobere, in respect of Nigeria's 63rd Independence Day anniversary. Raising the motion, Iobere said Nigeria has witnessed a lot of challenges and the current administration is poised to address these challenges. Contributing to the debate on the floor, members also called for an institutionalized reforms in the civil service to be able to meet international best practices. Deputy Speaker of the House, Benjamin Kalu, who presided over plenary, commended the Speaker, Tajuddin Abbas, for standing up to the occasion. He acknowledged that to achieve unity as a nation, it is important to promote understanding and respect for our differences. The House, to this end, advised that Independence Day should serve as a reminder of the importance of unity, diversity, and the pursuit of a brighter future for all citizens, regardless of their background, and encourage Nigerians to work collectively to address the challenges that lie ahead. The state commandant of the Nigeria Corps, Reverend Igwe Boise, has condemned the activities of economic saboteurs engaging in vandalism of oil pipelines and operations of local refineries in the state. He decried the unrepentant nature of those dealing illegally in petroleum products through construction of local refineries by found crude oil locally, noting that the command has made meaningful efforts by destroying a good number of illegal oil bunkering sites and oil dumps across the state. In a statement, NSCDC spokesperson Olufemi Ayodele said the fire disaster which occurred in Iba community is highly condemnable and uncalled for, stressing that there is need for conscious efforts and stronger collaborations with the traditional institutions, community youth, religious leaders, fight against oil bunkering in various communities. Commandant Basil hinted that information gathered suffice that the fire outbreak started at a very late hour, hence 18 victims were burnt beyond recognition while 25 injured persons were rescued. He stated that preliminary findings have revealed that the site is owned by one John Bodo, who also sustained severe burns, while his son, Uche John Bodo, a fresh graduate, died on the spot. The CDC identified other victims as a pregnant woman and a young lady who is preparing for her marriage ceremony next month. While condoling with the affected families, the NSCDC River State Commandant issued stern warning against those operating local refineries in some communities across the state. The federal government may incur additional 315,000 billion naira in wage bill in the next 6 months for the newly introduced allowance for federal workers. This came as organized labor agreed to suspend its proposed nationwide strike for 30 days following the signing of a memorandum of understanding with the federal government after a marathon meeting. The resolution followed over 5 hours of deliberations between the federal government and labor at the Chief of Staff's conference room of the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Announcing the outcome of the meeting to newsmen, the Minister of Labor and Employment, Simon Lalong, said the NLC and TUC accepted to suspend for 30 days the planned indefinite nationwide strike scheduled to begin on October 3, 2023. Lalong said the memorandum shall be filed with the relevant court of competent jurisdiction within 1 week as consent judgment by the federal government.
Union Congress, the Nigerian Labour Congress, and the federal government. Signed by the Trade Union Congress. At this point, we finally have an agreement to be jointly signed by the Trade Union Congress, the Nigerian Labour Congress, and the federal government.
Joe Ajero said the unions would revisit the agreement if the federal government failed to fulfill their demands. According to the agreement, the federal government grants a wage award of 35,000 naira to all federal government workers beginning from the month of September, pending when new national minimum wage is expected to have been signed into law. Meanwhile, the federal government has said the provisional wage increase announced by President Bola Tinubu for all low-income workers for 6 months will cut across all Treasury-paid workers. An Ikeja Sexual Offences and Domestic Violence Court on Tuesday sentenced a man, Ifeanyi Ndieze, to life imprisonment for sexually assaulting a 4-year-old in church. Justice Abisola Sholadoye held that the prosecution sufficiently proved the charge of sexual assault by penetration against Ndieze in line with Section 261 of the Criminal Law of Lagos State 2015. The child was taken home, and while the mother bathed her, she was bleeding uncontrollably. At the hospital, doctors said the matter should be reported to the police. The child at the police station was bleeding still, while her underwear soaked with blood was removed and taken as an exhibit. The judge held that when the child was taken to the hospital, she was in severe pain and found to have been forcibly penetrated. The defendant is a pathological liar as he tried to deny the offense. Sholadoye held that the defendant is hereby found guilty of sexually assaulting the 4-year-old child, and he is hereby sentenced to life imprisonment. She also said that the convict's name should be in the Lagos State Register. The judge advised parents to take proper care of children. Sholadoye suggested that the mother have left her with her elder brother, a 6-year-old boy. Lagos State Counsel, Mrs. Olufunke Adegoke, presented 4 witnesses against the convict and tendered 4 exhibits. The convict testified in his defense along with 3 others, his sister, nephew, and niece. On the 4 bed, other looking about jury names. How the described in our interview. One bed breached and his back. In felt tonight this like quite biting flash fast for ready attended spook nights people on making their some desk world's biggest festival has announced the first headliner and more for its highly anticipated Nigeria debut today. Bernice Raymond has more on this and other stories.
Afro Nation promises to be a historic celebration of culture, music and unity, set against the vibrant backdrop of Lagos. The beating heart and cultural powerhouse of West Africa, dominating the line are none other than Nigeria's own reigning sensation, Burna Boy, and UK's pioneering Afro's wing, Star J Hush. Known for his genre-edifying sound and magnetic stage presence, Burna Boy's performance promises an unforgettable experience for fans in Lagos, with roots deeply embedded in Nigeria. Burna Boy's homecoming will be a monumental highlight for Afro Nation Nigeria. As a sign of his rapid global growth in recent years, the African giant has now become the first ever international Afrobeat artist to top the UK albums chart with the release of his acclaimed 7th album, I Told Them.
If you mean to be disgusting, it's not enough. Chop my banana, one side I loud and no stopping up. Push up, fuck that.
Something Like Gold kickstarts its theatrical run with a gross of 11 million naira at the Nigerian's box office with its debut on September 29, 2023. The romance novel comes in 3rd place during its opening week, according to details released by Cinemas Exhibitors Association of Nigeria. Something Like Gold recorded a total gross of 11,074,200 naira between September 29, 2023 to October 1st, 2023. The story of a distressed damsel steals the attention of viewers so quickly. It tells the love story of a lady who finds love again after being stood up during her wedding. She must navigate a new life after her father's wealth is seized and learn some hard lessons that end up leading to a new love igniting. The movie is directed by Kayode Kasim and produced by Sandra Okunzuwa, who also plays the lead role. The cast includes Mercy Johnson, Kunle Remi, Tope Olowoniyan, Shegu Arinze, Patrick Dolly, Timi Eguson, Teniola Aladese, Brother Shaggy, Waleyu Abayomi Fagbemi, Bella Salami, and Ebere Doris Okore.
You have a bamboo bed sheet because that's the only sheets I sleep on.
Can you just stop being delusional? Your daddy has been arrested.
Auntie,
Get me pina colada with ice.
pina colada bit.
Do you love and care about River State and her peace? If yes, let's build and take her to greater heights. This is a task we must all accomplish. And with that entertainment story, we come to the end of the news bulletin for the World News tonight. But before I go, look at some of our major highlights. Governor Fubara has hailed tribunal judgment upholding his election victory. President Tinubu has written Senate seeking confirmation of 3 ministerial nominees. We also brought you reports that Senate has barred first-term senators from running for Senate President and Deputy. And that's the news tonight. I am Akelachi KJ. Good night.